Hello, internet, and welcome to Saturday nights. I apologize. Hopefully, those of you out there watching the VOD and watching the recording will have no idea what I'm about to apologize for. But we had a little bit of a mishap. I'm a little off kilter because I had to kind of put this together last minute because we've had some personnel issues and not having Savannah here to run the stream. We did the entire first 15-20 minutes of this and only my mic was on and couldn't hear anything that was coming through my headset, so it was just me talking to nothing for a long time, but thank you for bearing with us. Just a recap of what we're at right now. The team is spending their first the rest of this 3 weeks that they have to prepare, doing some training. Stranger's working on her acrobatics, and we are doing a practice or scrimmage match against the Nightmares, who have graciously come to visit the town of Gray Coast for this scrimmage to improve their skills. We haven't started that yet. They've done the coin toss. The Griffins are going to be on defense first, and the Nightmares will be attacking. So, sorry for the interruption on that. You guys were doing something or getting something ready, or is there anything else that you need to do?
I think the only thing I was gonna do is I was gonna kind of move myself. If Stranger's gonna be kind of right in front of the pedestal, I'll kind of put myself in front of her, and so we have this kind of two line of defense. So that way, Treffy, you can kind of move about and do what you need to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So any preemptive spell casting? You're doing the mold earth to create the.
Yeah, I think probably do that again. So just because if we have, the minute beforehand, I can get 6 of them. Or, no, I would be able to get 10 of them if it's in action.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically just setting up these little 5-foot. Yeah, I think still kind of ramps from our side, and then just mounds that they would have to either get around or climb over on their side.
Okay.
Some reason I'm just imagining them as bike ramps,
basically
to run off and then kind of just launch off into the other team.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you're kind of creating them across the midfield and leaving the wings sort of open.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That will do it. Let's see. I don't think they have any. I guess I'll mark them as being strikers. Once again, for the stream, apologies that we won't be able to have the battle map up today. Because, like I said, I'm running things and DMing, and those things do not mix. Okay. Balls start on their side field. Coach Yuri is kind of officiating the match, so puts the ball into the pedestal on their side of the field. Comes to around the midfield and looks to both sides, giving a nod to see if each team is ready. And then he blows the whistle to start the match. I need someone on your team to roll initiative.
Okay.
I think that'd be you, Stranger, since you have the best.
Yeah, 21.
Oof. Okay. Let me see who's gonna be the best roll on their side. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Atra. That's Ty. Okay. I'll do. That is an 18, so not enough. So you guys will go first. Let me put on some better music.
I want our team to be undefeated in terms of going first.
Yeah, you're working on that.
I would love that if that was just a consistent thing. Like that's like your stat.
Always acts first. Really good with the jump ball. Okay. You guys get to go first. What do you do?
See, it sounds good in practice, but when we're on defense, it's like, what do we do?
You can delay because we had that rule last time where you guys can essentially delay and let one of them go, and then two of you can go in a row.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I would be okay with that
Yeah.
for now. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's gonna take them a minute to get over to your side of the field because they've got to retrieve the ball and do their thing. So Foa is going to use his bonus action to go into his bear form. Rawr. That's a really big bear. And grabs the ball in his mighty bear mouth and starts to charge towards the field here with both his movement and then a dash. He can go 80 feet. So what he's actually going to come around, seeing the barrier that you've put in place, he comes around over here, and I think with 80 feet, it's going to be just enough to get him like across the line, but not any further than that. But he crosses with the ball, which will open it up for the rest of the team to cross this round. And that'll be his turn. Two of you get to go.
Wait, Sean, can you make my token large?
I can. Is there a reason?
Because of the Guardian Soul thing.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's right. I forgot about that. Okay. There we go.
Bigger.
No, just cause.
I was like,
Bigger.
why would I do that? Yeah. You are now bear sized.
Lovely.
Now, do we want to make Truffy small? Because he is a small creature.
Is he actually? Is our halflings
I think
actually small
halflings
creatures?
are technically small. I may be making that up, and it's just the thing of like you can, move through spaces.
That would be really funny.
I think they are small. I think halflings and gnomes aren't they?
Halflings are small. I know
Yeah.
dwarves are still medium.
Yeah, because they get a bit stocky.
And yeah, gnomes are also small.
All right, there you go.
He's so tiny.
Small but fierce. So I think Truffy can start off with using we'll say that he delayed and now moves over to Tuglas into the Spirit Guardian's range and is going to fire a couple Eldritch Blasts at Bearman.
Okay.
That is a 16 to hit.
16 will definitely hit the bear.
Okay, so that's 10 force damage. And then I'm going to use Grasp of Hadar to pull them 10 feet closer.
Okay, so we'll say that we'll put them about like right there, kind of. Yeah, right there.
Yeah. And then, yeah, okay. And then I would like to try and do sort of the same thing, but instead of going for the bear, I want to try and hit the Thunderball and yank it out of their mouth.
Okay. I don't remember if this is how we did it last time, but I was thinking about it since that last match. I'm just gonna say it's disadvantage to go for an object that a person is holding.
Okay.
And the AC, I'm gonna give him a little bit of bonus to AC.
Sure. Well, I doubt an 11 is gonna hit.
11 will not hit
Yeah.
the ball.
Okay. But yeah, so just yank them a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Not,
I will
not
say,
enough to...
let me do it this way, because 11 is enough to hit the bear, but it's not enough to hit the ball. So we'll just say you hit the bear instead.
Okay. So I'll still roll damage, but because of so the one where I push, I can do it whenever I hit. But Grasp of Hadar, I think because it was in Xanathar's specified, you can only do it once to creature a turn.
Okay.
So I can push them all I want, but pulling is just the once. And well, that was minimum damage for one more force damage.
Okay. 1 point of force. Wow, you got a lot of damage on that first strike and not as much.
Yeah.
It's damage.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So you hit the bear again, and this time it stays in place, but and is a little less injured than it was before, or a little less more injured. Yeah, words. Okay, that's the end of Treffy's turn. One more of you can go, if you would like to.
What's your plan, Stranger? Are you just kind of holding up there? Because I can also do a ranged spell attack too.
Yeah, I plan on mainly just like attacking via bow right now. So like if like that I can do that whenever. So if you want to go right now, you can. Otherwise, I can.
Okay, cool. I think in that case, I'm going to do. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost.
Okay.
And that is a 17.
That'll hit.
Yeah. All right, and we'll do. Okay. 14 cold.
Okay, 14 cold damage. Ow. Still in bear form, but the bear is looking kind of covered in frost now and moving a lot slower, because I think Ray of Frost also slows him down.
Yes, its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of, I'm guessing, my next turn.
Does it say your next turn, or does it
Yeah, it says your next turn.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that is your strike. Anything? You want to move anywhere, or?
No, I think I'll kind of stay kind of planted there.
Okay. It will now be their turn. I think Atra is going to go next. And she is going to use her 30 feet movement to get about here, and then use her bonus action to dash around the barricade. And then she is going to take the ball, which we've decided, I think we've done before, is like interact with the object, so that a handoff doesn't require anything. And then she is going. I think this will put her with her about her dash action to right there. She still has her regular action, but she is out of range. So I think she's going to use her action to dodge from there as she holds onto the ball. And that will be her turn. Stranger, you're the only one left.
Yeah. Can you go over again real quick what the dodge action entails?
I think it's disadvantage on attack rolls against them.
Okay, cool. Well, because they're both right there, I had a different plan. I want to cast Entangle on, like, right in between both of them.
Okay.
Have they come up with a counter to this in the week since we faced them?
We'll see. They don't have their
strength
spellcaster.
saves?
Strength saves. Let me double check. Okay, yeah, because she'd also have advantage on dexterity saving throws with the dodge action. I was double checking that, but it's not what it is. Okay, so strength save from Bear. Bearfoa is going to be a 22. And from Atra, an 18.
I guess they have a counter.
Their counters, they got swole. Yeah, so they both, as the vines begin to erupt from the sand around them, you see the two just sort of rip away, kind of like anticipating it. And as the bear kind of roars and shreds the vines with their claws, and Atra cuts through it with her sword, she looks up, sort of grinning at you, like, "Not this time."
I give her a thumbs up.
Awesome. Everybody's improving. That'll leave it to just Aha's turn. And she's going to do something a little different. She's going to actually come straight across, which will she'll reduce her movement speed because she has to get through the difficult terrain here. But I think that'll put her, she can only get like right up to Treffy right here. So come sort of vaulting over the barrier and straight up into your grill, Treffy. And she is going to use... she's going to use her fighting spirit and have advantage on attack rolls for this round, and she's gonna make 2 slashes at you with her battle axe.
Oh boy.
That's a 26.
Yep.
And a 12. Nope,
Misses.
20. Sorry, 24. She has advantage.
Yeah, that hits.
So that's 7 plus 10, so 17 points of damage.
Okay.
And trying to think if she's going to do anything else. No, not right now. That's it for her turn.
Okay, I have been ouched.
We're gonna assume all the weapons are blunted for this.
Yeah.
Everything is always non-lethal damage. I don't think you guys ever really sharpen your weapons as much as you would in, like, if you're trying to kill somebody. Okay, so that's going to be the end of the first round since everybody's gone.
Yeah.
So it'll actually post to round 2. Let's fix that.
So I think because I had said I moved into Tuglas's area to be within Spirit Guardians. Am I close enough to him? Because I imagine it's basically Tuglas, me, and then what's her face? Because I'm not seeing their names right now.
Oh yeah, I guess their names aren't up. Yeah.
So would she be in Spirit Guardians range right now?
Oh, good point. Yeah, I'll say sure, because if you were inside of it, so once she entered it, she would have had to make a saving throw.
Yes. Yeah, wisdom save.
Okay. That is not her name. Why is it doing that? There we go. Atra. Wisdom save. That's a 4.
That does not make.
All right. Roll damage.
That is 13 radiant.
Ow. Okay. So the laser beams of the holy, because the last time they were like little like fairies that shooting lasers at people.
Yeah, essentially like fey creatures. I haven't thought about what they look like specifically, but yeah.
Yeah, they're laser guns. Perfect. Okay, so now it's the start of the round. You guys get to go first. What do you do?
Wait, I have an idea. Can I do something?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So first, I'm going to just like kind of say to Tuglas, "Don't move back," and then,
Okay.
okay, I'm going to use my hidden step ability to turn invisible,
Okay.
and then I'm going to cast spike growth like on me,
Oh. Okay.
so that they can't come closer to the pedestal without getting damaged. So it'd be a 20-foot radius, kind of like probably from the pedestal actually.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, 20-foot radius surrounding the pedestal,
Yeah.
which goes almost to the line that's surrounding it. But yeah, ouch. And they don't see because they don't see you casting it, so it's all kind of hidden amongst the sand. You can just like in a couple of spaces see like a little barb coming up like through the sand, but it's not enough for anyone to notice without
Suddenly
inspecting
sea urchins everywhere.
it. Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you cast that, and you're staying where you're at, stranger. I
Yeah.
assume?
Yes, and I'm still invisible until the start of my next turn.
Yeah. Okay. So stranger just disappears, but you're staying right there at the pedestal. You can still defend.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that'll be stranger's turn. I think. Yeah. I mean, Atra has the ball, and so she's going to try. Yeah. So she's going to try to score. So she comes running up. We'll use her bonus action or cunning action to dash. And is going to dash right into your thorns here.
It is difficult terrain too.
Yeah. So once she gets there, it's going to slow her down a lot. What is the damage again? It's like 1d4 for every... Or 2d4 for every 5 feet?
Yeah, 2d4 for every 5 feet.
Okay. Oof. Yeah, so she comes running up towards the pedestal, doesn't see stranger there, but does notice the thorns as soon as she starts running through them. Go ahead and just roll... I'm trying to think of how much it's going to be worth it and when she's going to stop moving. Just roll 2d4 for me as she enters the first bit there.
7 piercing.
7 piercing. So 7 points of piercing damage as she steps on the first batch of thorns and cries out in pain, looking down at the ground and seeing the spikes now coming up through the sand. Just curses under her breath, and I think because she doesn't see you and doesn't know that you are still there, she's gonna just try to chuck it at the pedestal, and hopefully try to score. Which I assume, stranger, you want to use your reaction to defend.
Yeah, and I remember we talked about this last week, but I don't remember what we said. Is there any like advantage to like being large and being right there?
I think I said that I would give a bonus for it. I don't remember how much I said that would be. Let me pull up the blocking rules. So you increase the AC of the pedestal by 5 normally. Maybe we'll just do an extra plus. Maybe an extra +2 for every size category larger than that. I'll have to add a thing in there and actually remind myself that we're gonna make that a rule. So yeah, it'll be 5 for medium creature. Now, this is the thing. If medium creatures are 5, then I am gonna have to give a downside to small creatures. If that's the way we want to go.
We had said that I have the stick of throwing could give me some benefit if I'm defending.
That we could have that bring you back up to the medium size, since that increases your range. So
And then we can figure this out later, but I'm also now thinking with my halfling nimbleness and being able to move through other creatures' spaces, can I don't think fully ignore people who are up on the pedestal, but just run through their legs and dunk.
Yeah, that one, because they can still block you.
Yeah.
Because they don't just like stand there. I think that halfling nimbleness is it move through all creature spaces or friendly creature spaces?
It just says any creature
Okay.
that is of a size larger than yours.
But that would help you if somebody was trying to do like a pick and like
Yeah.
just block you from moving forward. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll give you. We'll do that. So we'll say you can increase it by 7, instead of the 5. So use your reaction to do that. AC of the pedestal is now 17. So she is going to make an attack with the arc sphere. That will be a 24 to hit. So she is going to hit with it. So she hurls it. You throw an invisible hand out and just like just barely touch the edges of the ball as it flies past you, throwing off its trajectory just slightly, but it still clips the side of the pedestal. And Coach Yuri blows the whistle.
All right, it was a good try.
I think Tug was just kind of just like, oh come on! It's just like everything is like set up. We're doing so good.
Asher like looks down there. It's like ow, 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 like trying to back up, and kind of looks up, and because she saw the ball sort of being deflected slightly, and as you turn back visible after a second, stranger, she looks at you and just says, "Nice."
You too.
I didn't see that coming with the spikes and the sand. I'm just glad I wasn't barefoot. So, there's a minute reset that you guys can get yourself set up for attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna use some of my healing light to heal myself. I'll just do 3d6 for now. Oh, that one fell on the ground. Come back, dice.
Did you say a minute reset?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, then I guess my Spirit Guardians will still be up
Okay.
because it's 10 minutes.
Yeah. So you're definitely good there.
It was a 6 on the ground, not so good once I actually rolled it.
Oh no.
So yeah, I only get 8 health back. Okay.
And we're attacking this time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we're all going striker?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. I will exit my tree form.
Okay. So a couple things will happen on the other side of the field that you guys can see. Rafo is going to turn back to his halfling form. Delete the bear.
Thinking I will probably cast fly for the better movement speed, and so then I can probably, get the Thunderball and just zoom over so we can all cross at once. Basically.
Okay.
Let me know if I can do this, Sean, because I know that I have the Spirit Guardians up and that requires concentration. Can I cast Armor of Agameths on me? It just says duration's 1 hour. It doesn't say concentration.
Yeah, that's not a concentration spell, so you can cast that on yourself.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to do that.
Okay. Let's see. They only have one caster in that field, so only one thing happens as the time begins to about 30 seconds left. You begin to watch a familiar thundercloud form in the air above their side of the field as Rafoa conjures another Call Lightning spell.
And just so Sean, I casted Armor of Agathis on myself at level 2, so I have 10 temporary hit points added.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's in the roll 22.
Yeah. And they are going to line up as close to the pedestal as they can. They're actually giving up a lot of the field to you guys. They're crowding around the pedestal in a defensive formation.
Okay, so I think Truffy would call a team huddle, and if it's seen that they are grouped up like that, I can fly over there and then try and cast fear on them and try and get them to run away. So I can get the ball, fly across, then drop it to one of you guys, and then swoop in to try and scare them off.
we can try that. We can also try, since I've given myself some extra um, uh, armor. I could also just literally charge across like a tip of the spear, and whether run distraction or that can allow y'all to move around. We could do that too.
Yeah, the second that we get the ball over and I'm able to cross over, I think that I will pelt their druid with a lot of arrows so I can try breaking their concentration, because I don't like that spell.
Yeah, I don't actually know if it works like real lightning, and if I'm flying up there, I think it's gonna be more likely to hit me.
It's a good question.
So yeah, mechanically then I guess I'll start with, I already have fly because it's 10 minutes. So I'll do that, fly across, drop the ball to which one of you wants to receive it. Or I can probably actually still hold on to it. But it's just if I go in and then cast fear on them, I'm not going to be able to go for a shot right then. So may be more beneficial for one of you for me to pass it to one of you, so we don't have to get to a third round and then I can do it.
Right. I think I have a little bit more health point and probably a bit more armor than Stranger, so I think give it to her, and I will take the brunt of any kind of damage that happens.
Okay. You're muted.
You'd be dropping it like your second turn, right? Or your first turn. Because it would probably have to be the second, right?
Yeah, because I need to get across with it first, then you all can cross. So I get it, I fly across, drop it to you at the start of my second turn, and then I zoom in to cast Fear on them.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, let's go ahead and try it.
All right. So with your plan in mind, the time runs out. Oh, Stranger, do you need to be back to normal form size now?
Yeah.
I don't think you're large anymore. Okay. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, that's only a 16.
Okay. Well, let's see if I can not fail. That's a 9.
Lovely.
So y'all get to go first. Again.
Okay. I'll go ahead and click fly just for the benefit of having it in there. But so I now have a fly speed of 60 feet. So I pick up the Thunderball and I zoom. Can I make it all the way to the other side?
You can like just make it to the other side because you guys have a fairly small field here.
Yeah, so I will basically make it just there, and yeah, I think that's it for this turn for me. Basically, I'm getting there to open it up for everyone else.
Okay, so I think, yeah, we're gonna do this instead. So Rafo is gonna go first, but looks at you, Treffy, and as you see the lightning cracking overhead, actually steps forward. Let me check what the range on this spell is. It's going to be 120
Is he gonna
feet.
try and bind me to the earth?
Nope. He's just gonna dispel magic. So he dispels the fly spell off of you.
Okay. Well, I don't think I was flying too high up. It was more just to give me the extra speed.
But your fly spell is gone.
Rip.
So they don't want to deal with that. You flying around above them.
Well, at least that means he doesn't use this turn to zap me.
He does not. No. So fly spell ends, but that is all he can do. Is he going to do that? Yeah, he's going to maintain concentration on a spell, but he's going to use his bonus action to turn into a bear. All right.
Thunder bear.
Thunder Bear. That's going to end his turn. Back to you guys.
Okay, Jake, do you want to go or should I?
Yeah, I think I'll go. I think I'm gonna
Go for it.
go forward. I'm gonna go ahead and cross the line, or whatever my maximum distance of 30 feet is. Bear.
Bear.
So what do you say about like right here?
For 30 feet, you can get to about here. You get to about
There. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get there, and I am going to cast. Yeah, I want to cast Thunderwave on just that whole area with them grouped together.
So, I don't think you'll be able to hit them with a thunder wave, because the thunder wave originates from you. And what's the range on it? The size?
Oh,
is like
15-foot cube.
What I will say is you could get Atra and Aha with the thunder wave. You could
All right.
not. You could not get the rest of them with it though.
Okay. I'll cast that at level 1. And because I have, what is it? Let me find it. I have something very specific that has to do with my channel divinity.
Yes.
Here. There. Basically, when I roll lightning or thunder damage, I can use channel divinity to deal maximum damage instead of rolling.
Nice.
So I'm gonna do that.
Okay, and you're casting at level 1.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what's the saving throw? Is it Constitution save?
Yes, Constitution.
Okay. So Atra will roll. It's 17, and Aha rolls a 15.
Okay.
So do they both succeed on that? Is your DC is a 14?
Yeah, they succeed. Yeah, so it's 14.
Okay. So max
So it takes
be 16
so it
points
takes-
of damage, reduced to half.
so 8. Yeah, 8
Okay.
apiece.
Ow. Okay.
And I think that's it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, and they're not pushed back. Okay.
Okay, so crack of thunder as the two of them are hit with this blast, kind of brace themselves against the pedestal to keep from getting thrown backwards, but they weather the blast. What are they gonna do? Atra, I think, is gonna go. No, the creature within 5. Okay, yeah. Atra is going to actually dart forward straight towards you with 15 feet of movement. And she is going to stab you with her rapier.
Okay.
No, she is not, because that is a natural 1. So she does not hit you, and instead is going to use her bonus action to disengage and then dart back to the pedestal to get back in a defensive position.
So real quick, because I have the armor of Agathis on me, since she did a melee attack, she would get hit with cold damage.
Only if she hits you.
Oh, okay, only. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So she missed, so neither one of you take any damage. So she just... Nobody accomplished anything that turn. So that is all she's got, though. So, Stranger.
Oh man, our plans. Okay. If would Treffy like offer the ball to Stranger as she passes?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I guess she'll take that from Treffy. How far would she be able to get like in this general direction, kind of like straight
With
forward?
30 feet of movement,
Yeah.
about halfway up the field,
Okay, so
essentially.
like
So about where you were pointing.
oh, so like right here.
Yeah, you could even get as far as like right there. I'm counting the whole field is about 60 feet long. Each half of the field is about 60 feet long.
Okay, cool. So when I get there, I will bonus action Hunter's Mark Rafoa,
Okay.
and then I'm going to shoot him.
Okay. So he is hunter's marked.
Okay.
And go and shoot.
15 and 26.
Both hit.
Okay, and then I have 2 of those, and then I have 1 of that. 19, 20, 28
Oh
piercing.
my god.
He's still a bear.
That concentration check.
Yeah, so it's the first. So did either one of them get above 20 points of damage, or are they both DC 10 saves?
No, individually they'd both be below 20.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, actually,
That first one might actually be.
that first one is 20.
Oh,
Wait,
20. So
yeah,
it's
20.
Okay, so it would still be a DC 10. So he's gonna make 2 Constitution saving throws. DC 10. Constitution save. Well, actually, let me check. Does the bear have a better Constitution? It does. Okay, so Constitution save for bear number 1. That's a natural 20 for 23. Constitution save number 2, 14. So he saves.
Darn. Okay. That's all from me.
All right, but the bear is not looking great. There's 2 big old arrows sticking out of its neck, and doesn't look like he'll be a bear much longer at this rate. So it's their side of the field's turn. We start. That's Aha hasn't gone yet. She is going to use her bonus action to second wind, and get a little bit of heap spec. Be 11. And then she doesn't have much she can do. She's just gonna chuck a hand axe at. How many? Oh, she has 2 hand axes. Yeah, she's gonna chuck 2 hand axes. Range of 26. So I think the only people in range. Yeah, actually, so she's gonna step forward to about here. And chuck 1 at Douglas and 1 at Stranger. Douglas is a 25. Stranger, it's an 18.
It hits.
That hits.
Douglas, that is as 8 points of damage. No, sorry, 9 points of damage. Stranger, that's 7.
Cool. I still have 1 more temporary hit point.
Okay. That is. Oh, she is going to move back with the rest of her movement.
You both have spells you're concentrating on, right?
Yes.
Yes, you are. So
Yeah.
both of you need to make concentration checks. DC 10. All right. So Hunter's
5.
Mark is gone.
Mm.
And
Wait,
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Yeah. Concentration check is just a Constitution save.
17.
Okay, you're good. You succeeded, so you still have your Spirit Guardians up. Which actually, if you got within 15 feet of them, with your Spirit Guardians, they would be in the range of that. So that was the first time on a turn they entered. So I'll make Wisdom saves for each of them for damage on that.
Okay.
Okay. Aha rolls a 15. Atra rolls a 0.
The 15 saves, the 0 does not.
So that go to roll damage on the spell. Holy crap!
Wow! That was almost 3 8s.
Hey, Atra's not looking very good.
It was 23 radiant. Holy crap.
Yeah, 23 points of radiant damage. Oh, I accidentally deducted that from her armor class. That's not what I meant to do.
23 points of rust damage. Armor
Yeah.
class is gone.
All right, so minus 11. Okay. That's the end of the second round, I believe. Or no, Treffy, you haven't gone yet.
No, I have. I just unexed myself
okay.
in anticipation.
Okay. End of the round.
Yeah. Okay. So, unless someone has something else they'd like to try, now's the point where I would run forward and try and cast fear on them all.
Do it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I would go ahead.
Yeah. So Treffy runs up his 25 feet. Doesn't make it all the way, but then fear is a 30-foot cone. So they all need to make wisdom saves.
All right. We'll make hers. Okay. What's your DC?
15.
Okay, so Aha and Atra both fail.
Okay.
And Rafoa makes his. The 24.
Okay. So the bear is still there, but the other two are frightened and need to run away.
Okay, so on their turn, use the Dax action to move away from you, the safest available route.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think that's it. Yeah, because I'm out of spell slots and I don't have anything else to really do as a bonus action.
Okay. All right. That will end Treffy's turn. One of them will go now. Who's gonna take their turn? I think Atra. What am I gonna do? Yeah, Atra's hurt and needs to run, so I'm just gonna get this over with, and she's gonna just start running and just uses her action. She moves as far away as she can. I guess there's actually not even a barrier. So that's the hard part right now, is there's not an actual barrier to stop her. So she actually just like leaves the field of play and continues to run away.
That's
and
good.
I'm
Coach Yuri
sorry,
is
it wasn't supposed to be that scary.
Coach Yuri's like, wait. Okay, that's. Does she make another save when it's when she gets out of sight of you?
Yeah, it doesn't have line of sight to me.
Okay. I don't think there's anything to give her cover. Okay. That's going to be back to you guys.
Wait, question. If she's not back within 2 minutes, are they disqualified?
It's a scrimmage.
And fear's up in a minute anyway.
Oh.
Okay.
But
Well,
how far away will she get?
so she runs a minute one direction and a minute back, and she'll make it in time. Oh yeah, that would be really bad. Yeah, you guys trying to win a scrimmage on a technicality?
God, that's so goofy.
Yeah. Let's see. Tugless, can you do anything to lock down the bear? Maybe keep them from being able to block, because the other person's about to run away. See if you can get the bear away from the pedestal. It'll be open.
I could cast. No, I can't. That'll break my concentration. I could just straight up attack the bear. Just do like either Sacred Flame or Ray of Frost.
I like Roar of Frost.
Roar of Frost. Yeah, I was thinking bear. Just ice breath. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead for my turn, I'm gonna move forward, like so that I'm within, so that both of them are within range of the spirit guardians, and then I'm going to attack the bear with sacred flame.
Okay. So the bear, this is the first time Rafo has been in it, so he's going to have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Atra will not make one until the start of her turn. Oh, actually, I forgot to make one for Atra before she started running away because she started her turn in it. So let me very quickly, because she might be unconscious instead of, and right next to the pedestal. So hold on. Wisdom save. That's a 14. So go ahead and roll your damage on your spirit guardians.
$16.
Okay, yeah, she has 7 hit points left, so she's out. So she's actually unconscious right here. I'll move her behind you.
My spirit guardians are set to stun.
Yeah. So we'll just do that. Okay, so she is unconscious right now, like slumped against the pedestal. Okay. I'll make one for Rafoa now too. That's a 20, so he also succeeds, so he'll take 8 points, which actually will take him out of his bear form and back into his halfling form. And 2 points carry over. Okay. That is the end. Anything else for your turn, or is that it?
I was going to cast a Sacred Flame on the bear.
Oh, that's right, because you just moved into their range. Yeah. Yeah, so you can cast Sacred Flame on him now. So, Dexterity save?
Yes, 14.
All right. That is a 5, so he fails, so he takes 11 points of radiant damage. Okay. Ow. Is that it for your turn?
That now I'm done.
Has Rafoa's concentration been broken?
Oh, he'll have to make 2 more saves, won't he? Thank you for reminding me. That's another natural 20 and a 17. So no, he's concentrating very hard right now. He's a good boy. Okay. So that will be their turn. Stranger and Treffy are very close together, so I might be able to do this. Yeah, I think Rafoa, he's maintained his concentration. He wants to do this at least once before he loses it, so he is going to call down a pillar of lightning directly between Treffy and Stranger. And I'm going to need you both to make a dexterity saving throw.
D20 is gonna not screw me.
19.
17?
You both succeed. So you take half damage. So it would have been 13 points of lightning damage reduced to 6 points of lightning damage.
Okay, and then I need to make a concentration check for fear.
Yes.
That's a 14.
Okay, you're good. So you maintain concentration on it. And he can't do anything with his... Oh, wait. No, he could do something with his bonus action.
Does he turn into a bear again?
No, he can't. He's out of those. He's done that twice.
Just this really, like, tired bear. That's just like, come on, man.
Actually, I don't think he has anything left for his bonus that he can do because, God, doesn't have that spell. Okay, nope, that's the end of his turn. So, Stranger, I think you're the only one left.
Yeah, okay, so Atra is down, right? But Aha is still up.
She's still up. She's going to run as soon as her turn starts. So... You could just wait, let her run, and then run in if you wanted to. Because she could still block, right? right now. But as soon as she moves away, she'll have to move away on her turn.
Okay. So I can just delay my.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll do that then.
We're doing that as a custom rule, so
Yeah.
you're welcome to do that. So she just like, and like, wait a second, and she goes, she starts running the way that Atra was going to.
Fear me, I am mighty!
Oh, I forgot. She will have to take more damage from the Spirit Guardians at the start of her turn, though. So let me just do that real quick.
Oh boy.
That's a 13, so she fails. Go to roll damage.
Yeah. That is 10 radiant.
Okay, so not another 26 points of radiant damage. That's good. Okay. So she's still up and running away. That will end her turn. Stranger, is up to you. Only person conscious near the pedestal is Rafoa, who is a small creature currently.
Yes. Okay. Also, just for clarification, so when you're blocking, you have to be within 5 feet of the pedestal, not the person striking.
Yeah, we're just doing pedestal because it gets too much to be like you guys have to keep like twisting around it and stuff.
Okay. I'm going to run up and I'm going to try to dunk it.
Okay. So Stranger's comes running up. Rafoa, so you in your big furbolg form, which is pretty big, and Rafoa in his tiny halfling form doesn't stand much of a chance. So if we're doing 2 up for large, it's going to be 2 down for small, so he can add a 13 to this, or it's going to be an AC of 13 for the block here.
I was going to say he adds 13.
He adds 13 because of his special ability.
22.
And Stranger, you come running up and you just dunk the ball straight on the pedestal. Not as much fanfare as it is in the big arenas, but it's still a satisfying crack as Rafoa's tiny arms aren't able to reach high enough to block you. And that is that round. And Coach Yuri blows the whistle.
That's my first strike.
So we are coming up on set 3. And the other team is not looking great. We will, I think I'm going to go ahead and take our break here. But before we do, as Atra is kind of slumped down against the pedestal, and Rafoa comes running up to try to like tend to her injuries and kind of snap her out of it. And Coach Yuri comes up and says, "Is she all right?" And begins to like inspect her too, and she begins to come out of it as Rafoa gives her some healing. And Coach Yuri says, "If she can't get up to keep playing, we're going to have to call off the scrimmage." And Rafoa says, "No, I think we'll be fine. Atra, come on, get up." And she's shaking her head, and there's this moment of waiting, and Coach Yuri is officiating and trying to decide what call to make. You hear some crunching on the sand behind you as a figure is walking up the beach in your direction. Someone who none of you recognize. A taller gentleman with a beard that is braided at the bottom, has brown hair, head shaved on both sides, and hair braided into a ponytail down the back, has a fairly large stature to him, and a smile on his face, and he says, "Well, if you're down one player, I can step in." And we will go and take our break and come back to reveal this mystery stranger. So hang out with us for a minute, and we will be back soon to finish up our session. So be right back, everyone. And welcome back, Internet. Thank you for hanging out with us on our break, making sure everyone can hear me and things coming through my headphones. Looks like they can. All good. Thanks for bearing with us through all sorts of schedule things and technical difficulties and all sorts of stuff today. Really appreciate it. But let's get back to the action. You have just finished the second round. You have scored in this scrimmage match against the Nevertide Nightmares, knocking out one of the members of the opposing team in the process. And as they're being medically attended to, this stranger has walked up and no relation to our stranger, who offers to step in. And as he walks up, he says, not meaning to impose or anything, but I have a bit of experience playing this game, and I saw you playing from on the cliff. I thought that you might be looking for another.
Sure, sounds fine with me.
For some reason, I want to do a perception check for no reason other than being able to do a perception check.
Perception check or insight check?
Perception.
Okay. For what are you looking for?
I don't know. There's something weird about this guy to me, and I just want to make. I want to see if I can see anything about it.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Do a perception check then.
That is 21.
21. Okay. You give him a once over. I think you notice a couple of things. He has, so he's wearing what looks to be like traveling clothes right now, and is carrying a satchel over one shoulder. You do notice that he has a battle axe on kind of slung on his hip. That looks to be pretty well taken care of. He has he's not currently wearing any armor, but he looks like he's traveled a pretty good distance. You see a lot of mud caked on his boots, signs on his clothing of wear from a long journey. I'm trying to think if there's anything else you might notice perception wise. Yeah, that's all I got so far, unless you have any specific questions on things you're looking for.
No, it was just mostly all right, this random dude just comes up, just like, can I join your game?
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
He says, originally I'm from about right here, a village a few miles up the coast. Currently, though, I'm living in Karat.
And you've played before?
I have, a bit.
On any teams?
A few. He just gives a big smile.
Well, you were free to play. I think that it would probably be best if she sat the next match out anyways.
Yeah, at least finish out the last set.
Atra begins to stand up. She says, I've got it. She kind of staggers back onto one knee, and Raffo says, yeah, you should probably sit out this match. And the man drops the satchel onto the ground next to him and says, Yuri kind of looks confused, trying to take in the situation, says, all right, fine. What's your name? And the man says, Victor. And Yuri says, all right, well, I mean, if everybody's in agreement to it, we'll have Victor sub in for Atra. This is the weirdest thing I've ever dealt with in a scrimmage match, but fine. And he heads back to his to start getting the ball set up on their side of the field for attacking. As they get set up and ready to go, is there anything you guys want to do?
So I don't know if we can technically do this because we don't have possession, but is it possible for us to call a timeout in between points?
Yeah, we could do a timeout here.
Yeah. Because I want to get my spell slots back.
Yeah, because I think they're gonna. Victor does some stretching, and I think they're gonna do some healing on their side as well.
No.
Right. So that means my spirit guardians would go away.
Yeah, but you can get your channel divinity back, you can regain one of the things on the list if you want to. Hit points, abilities, things like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my. I'm gonna regain that divinity.
And then I am going to spend 3 more of my healing light to heal myself. Oh, that's much better than the last time. That is 12 points. So I'm almost to full.
All right. Okay. Any other things that you guys want to do?
Can we see like the field again?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I need to move you guys back, don't I? Forgot I did that.
Okay. Okay, and so we're on the defense this time. I guess I'll, huddle Tuglas and Treffy together.
Mm-hmm.
How do we want to fight this time?
Well, since we now have a complete stranger on the team that we don't know, so might take a little bit of caution, but I think because we don't know what we're in for.
Yeah, I mean, I can try my, give it here command again, like what worked in the game, but...
I was also thinking that I could try placing a spike growth kind of at the point of entry again. It doesn't extend out too far, but if we combine that with Treffy's like earth ability, then it would at least slow them down immensely.
Yeah. So then the question is, so we can't do terrain alteration in the timeout, but we'll still have a minute to set up.
Mm-hmm.
So could do some more mold earth, try and set it up so that, like we discussed, there's a funnel more through the middle rather than right now they've just been ignoring all this and going around to the sides.
Because I could put spike growth kind of like in the middle.
Mhm.
Sean, would it like extend over like completely over like that middle area at the top?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, like would spike growth be able to like cover like this?
Oh,
area?
cover that?
Yeah,
I'd say so. Because it's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could get across that.
Okay.
Then
Yeah, I think if we want to make that kind of like funnel of that terrain, have that spike growth, and I could also prep to have Call Lightning or Sleet Storm ready to go.
Yeah, which, I mean, we'll see, because these are just like 5-foot mounds of dirt. It's not an insurmountable wall, but...
Yeah, they can get over. I'm just taking... I just count it as difficult terrain for them to get.
Yeah. It's like an obstacle.
Yeah.
I'll spike growth then in that middle area.
Okay.
So I can try the silent image on our pedestal and see if that will mess with them enough. But then other than that, I'm torn between, we all stay on the pedestal to add AC to it if they get up close, or...
And I do have the gloves as well that add AC to the
Yeah.
pedestal as well.
Just worried about any AoE they might have that will prevent us from getting there, but I think, you know, I'm leaning more towards we all stay on the pedestal and try and, you know, count on blocking the shots.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'd say let's try it.
Okay, cool.
'Cause, yeah, if they try and dunk it, but we block it, do they still have it, or what happens to possession at that point?
If they're making a melee attack with it, then they retain possession of the ball.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'll go ahead and do silent image on the pedestal, the same sort of thing where it's just like a foot off.
I'm gonna go tree form again. Kind of like it.
Okay. I'll go ahead.
And I'm gonna kind of move up to right above that line, and kind of have concentrate on with call lightning.
Remember,
Okay.
if you're that far up, you can't defend the pedestal.
Oh, that's right. So I'm gonna move back a little bit then. Never mind.
Yeah, Sean, how far, like, how close to us with spike growth extend?
Let's
That is
see.
not
I
what I
mean,
wanted to click.
it's probably gonna come up to about right here. 'Cause
Ooh,
it's 40,
okay.
It's 40 feet across. So.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Yeah, it's gonna cover pretty much this whole middle section.
Okay.
For some reason in Roll20, when I click call lightning, it keeps hitting mass healing word.
That's very odd.
That is weird.
Okay.
Okay. When you cast Spike Growth, were you doing so like subtly, or are you making it visible?
Oh, subtly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just make a sleight of hand check for me.
16.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
I think that's it. Because, yeah, I spent the minute leading up to start a play molding Earth again.
Okay. Let me make sure, see where I want to get them all set up. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Anything else? All good.
I'm gonna refresh Roll20 real quick and see if that like fixes that issue for me.
Okay. So the way they're lining up, so Stranger, Tugless, and Treffy, you are all right near the pedestal. You have the spike growth covering the middle of the field, the earth barricades on either side to hopefully funnel them down the middle. And then the opposite side of the field, Rafoa is standing next to the pedestal, ready to retrieve the ball. Aha is kind of halfway, a little bit closer to your side of the field, and Victor is now sort of right up against the barricade, and he is also, I will say, he has retrieved from his bag a second battle axe, which he's wielding in his offhand. So that is what he is doing.
But still no armor.
Still no armor. Okay. With that, Coach Yuri, who looks ready for this all to end, looks to both sides and then blows the whistle, indicating the start of the last, well, presumably the one of the last rounds. Let's go and roll initiative.
That's all you, stranger.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a 9.
Wow.
Wow.
Wowzers.
Okay. The only downside. Okay, so Rifo also has a +3, so we have a chance that he might be able to. That's a 21.
Oh my gosh.
So Rifo succeeds. I think in a strange and bizarre turn of events, grabs the ball and looks back to see that nobody on your side of the field has acted yet, and goes, "Holy crap, I can go first!" And is going to move as fast as his little legs will carry him to about midfield. And he is going to hand off the ball to Aha. So he gives the ball to her, and then he'll just use his action to dash this way. So this is where he ends his turn. All right, that is gonna end their turn. Back to you guys. Does anybody want to do anything, or do you want to wait till they cross?
I'm gonna wait. Tugless is gonna wait till they cross, and like my thought is like as soon as they cross, I'm gonna do lightning strike as soon as they get within range.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you cast. So you've got the spell going, and you're gonna prepare yourself to cast. You're essentially readying an action.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So action to ready, and that'll go back to their side. So I think Aha, since she has the ball, is just going to move across the field and right into the spike growth. And I think she's gonna push forward a little bit. As she begins to cross, she goes, and you're just like, damn it, shit. And as she goes walking through the spikes as far as she dares, which I think will put her about here. And we'll say that's 15 feet. So I guess that's 64. Yeah.
16 piercing.
Ow. 16 points of piercing damage to her. Shit. And she is going to also ready in action. But as it is, she's crossed the field, Douglas, or that would trigger your action if you want to go ahead and use it to attack her.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. But once again, for some reason, roll 20. Every time I hit call lightning, it's just doing. Oh, now it did it. Never mind. All right.
That's a DC 14 dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay. Dexterity save for Aha. She's not great at that. That's a 9.
Okay, so it would be. It says 11 points of lightning damage.
Wait, why did that not? It didn't save the damage I did to her the first time. The 16 points. I'll put that in too. Okay. Ow. Yeah, she gets blasted by the lightning as she comes across this. It streaks through her armor, and she's sparking, holding on to the ball, and she readies her action to use her action to ready. That is going to end her turn. That is your readied action. Somebody on your side of the field can go.
How is she looking?
Hurt. Not quite bloodied.
Yeah.
I guess I forgot I was none of the stuff on their sheets
Yeah.
saved, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put their so you can see their health bars. Can you see them now?
Yes.
All right, there we go.
I mean, do you have something in mind, stranger? Because otherwise, I'm just gonna try and burn her down.
Feel free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do I try and Eldritch Blast push her back through the spikes? Which I don't know if that would actually do any damage other than she'll have to then move through it again.
I'm going to look at the spell. I'm pretty sure I'm going to say no, because that would be just terrible. You're just dragging people through the spikes constantly.
Yeah. Just yoink, 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 yoink.
Literally raking them over spikes.
Yeah.
Ugh. It's when a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 5. So I'm going to say if...
I mean, do you want us to be able to abuse this strat?
Well, here's the thing. If you guys can do it, they can also do it. So that's something that I can decide as we go. But either way, let's cross the bridge when we come to it. What are you doing?
Yeah, I think I will go ahead and Eldritch Blaster.
Okay.
So first one. Oh, that's like a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
She is going to take. That's 9 points of force damage, and I'll push her 10 feet back.
All right. 9 points of force damage, and she's pushed 10 feet. So I will leave it up to you guys. Do you guys want to do it where if they are pushed or pulled through the spike growth that they take the additional damage?
I mean, it's going to lead to some dirty combos, and hopefully they don't ever really get to use it against us. So I'm in favor of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 4d4.
Okay. 7 piercing.
All right. 7 points of piercing. Okay.
And then second Eldritch Blast. That's another 25.
Okay.
So that's 6 points of force damage, and gonna push her back another 10 feet through the spikes.
Okay.
She's probably right at the line again.
Yeah, she's right there because she would have moved to 20. Yeah, we'll just say she's right at the line. Okay. And yeah, another 4d. 44.
You shall not pass.
I think you're
12
muted.
piercing.
12 piercing. Okay. Oof. She's still up, but not by a lot.
And I am still concentrating on that spell, so if they go through it again, I can keep calling lightning down.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, you can only do a ready to action once per round.
Yeah,
so that was your action. But like you could do that on future turns. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Okay. Ow. Anything else?
No, because anything I do as a bonus action would drop Silent Image, so that's gonna be it for me.
Okay. That will then be back to their turn. And Victor's the only one that hasn't gone. So he is going to go running through the barrier. And Aha is going to use her. It was going to be better when she was further away from him, but she uses her ready to action to pass the ball to him. So she kind of tosses it, and he catches it under one arm and goes running forward. He has to run 10 feet through the spikes, so go ahead and roll the 4d 44.
6 piercing.
6 piercing. And then he is going to leap. Or he's going to jump. So I need to double check whether that is jump is an action, or if it's just a movement. I think it's just movement rules. Yeah, no, he's just movement. So he's going to jump, and he can jump 25 feet. So he is going to get just about right there with his movement with the ball. And Tuglas, you're right there.
Yes, I am.
he is going to attack you.
Okay.
He can only use one-handed. He can't use his other battle axe because he is holding onto the ball. So 20 to hit.
That hits.
Second attack 21 to hit.
That would hit as well.
Total of 21 points of slashing damage.
Okay. And Treffy pointed this out. I do still have the armor of Agathis on because it lasts an hour.
Okay.
And so he would take 10 points of cold damage. Because I cast it at a second level.
All right, 10 points of cold damage.
Okay. And you said how much?
21 points of damage.
Okay. 20.
And he is going to... How much is that? He's taking a few licks right now. He'll wait on that. No, that's going to end his turn. So that'll be, I think everybody's gone? Or no, Stranger, you haven't gone. That's right. Because
Yeah.
you guys didn't go first this time.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I will just shoot him twice.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to be a 16 and a 15.
He's not armored, so yes, those both hit.
Okay, that's going to be 18 piercing.
Okay. 18 points of piercing damage. Ow.
And that's all for me.
Okay. You fire 2 shots like over Tuglas's shoulders, and both of the arrows go slashing past Victor as he is charging in with the ball. That will end your turn and put it back to the top of the round. And Victor's going to go ahead and go first since he has the ball. And he's going to use his movement to push in. I guess he'll stay within melee of Tuglas and come around the side here. And he is going to... I think he still would have had 5 more feet in the spike growth where he was standing, so another 2d4 points of damage.
2 piercing.
Womp womp. And he is going to use his bonus action real quick to second win, because you guys have done a lot of damage. Okay. That's 13 back. And he's going to try to strike at the pedestal by dunking it.
Yeah, so I do have silent image up to have it like a foot off from where it really is.
Okay, so I'll say he has disadvantage on his first strike here.
Oh, and then we can only use our reactions to add AC to one of the attacks that he makes. Or is it just reaction for the whole attempt?
I think the way that I was intending it was that it increases the AC for that turn.
Okay.
So you can't do it against multiple turns, but as long as that person is attacking, the AC is up by that, because you're blocking them specifically.
Okay.
So however many of you want to block.
Well, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll go ahead and block 2 because I also have the gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the 3 of you are all blocking?
Yep. And then if I'm at -2 for my size, but +1 because of the stick of throwing, or are we just saying the stick of throwing bumps it up to same as a medium for defense? Probably
Uh,
not, because there's specifically the gloves.
yeah, no, it will give you the +1 to the AC
Yes.
for that. So and stranger is large, so that's going to increase it. So we have 10 +5 for Tugless +7 for stranger.
Plus
Is
4 for me.
I got lost on 5 +7 is 22 +4 26 is the AC of the pedestal right now.
Very big.
Okay. Well, let's see if he can break through. 26. First attack. Now, here's the other thing that, just a reminder, the way that the blocking works is that if the attack is more than 10 but less than the new AC, it's going to hit the person with the lowest AC. So they will take damage from the ball. So first attack. What did we say the AC was?
26.
You rolled a 27.
Wait,
course
is
he
this
did.
with disadvantage?
Oh no, 27. That's
Oh,
an
yeah.
11. That's an 11 with disadvantage. So he misses on the first strike. Forgot about the disadvantage. Thank you. So 11 on the first strike as he goes to hit, but misses. The pedestal being slightly off. Instead, the ball passes through. Who is the lowest AC out of the three of you?
I probably do at 15,
I also have 15.
and we have the same dex.
Do you have 18?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
So I will just dealer's choice between the two of you. As who gets hits, who gets the hit.
I mean, I'm larger.
That probably makes more sense. Yeah. Okay. So let me double check because I think the damage on the ball is a D6. But...
1d8 force is what I have.
8. Okay. That'll be 9 force damage to you, stranger.
Okay.
He's going to make a second attack. That's a 16. So that also misses. I think it's up to the two of you, but we just want to go with stranger again as the one taking the beating, being the larger one.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
All right. 12 force damage. I don't know if you have concentration on any spells.
Ooh, I do. Yeah, spike growth.
Spike growth. Okay. Make 2 concentration checks for the spike growth.
Maybe I should have taken it because I'm just concentrating on silent image.
10 then 5.
Well, that disadvantage is helping a lot. Okay, so the 5 fails, so you lose concentration on the spell. On the second one, and these spikes begin to recede, which, because Aha and Victor have stepped on it now, I think they are aware of the spikes being there and them disappearing. So that was the second attack. He is going to use his action surge, but he is going to ready an action with it. That is going to be the end of his turn.
Okay.
Right.
Can we just how do we take the ball from him?
Yeah.
We can make if you want it. It's essentially like a grapple check. It's like a contested athletics.
So I'm thinking I want to try and hold person on him.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is gonna drop silent image, but I think right now he's too close. So yeah, he needs to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay, wisdom save. It's a 13.
That fails, so he
Okay.
is paralyzed.
All right.
Yeah.
All All right, so you cast the spell, and the paralyzation sort of takes effect, and he gets locked into place, holding the ball as he was in a ready position to do something with it. However, is unable to overcome your magical prowess, and he is currently locked in place. Is that it for your turn, Treffy?
Yeah. I will bonus action my last healing light to give Tugwith some health back.
Oh.
Which I just realized I may have been, or no. Okay, so it's just d6s. But there are too many. Plus your warlock level or your and equal your charisma modifier. But I think in terms of healing, it's just a d6, so you get 3 health back.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And then I think you see Truffy like doing the baby Yoda, holding out the hand towards Victor, and just like, he might be able to break free in a second because he gets to save at the end of each turn. So if he goes next and saves, then we stalled him, but he's not going to just be stuck there, and we can just pluck it from his hand.
He did take the first turn this round, so
right.
yeah. But that's it for Treffy. So with that happening, is going to change one thing. Rafoa is going to let's see. No, he can't do that. I was just about to say that Rafoa is going to cast a spell, but he can't because he did not cross to your guys' side of the field, so he's stuck on the other side during that first round. So Aha, who is, I'm going to say, still on your side, she was just right up on the line, is going to have to do something. The spell's dropped, so she runs forward using her 30 feet. And she's going to attack Treffy twice with her hand axes. Gonna chuck them at him.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, I need to remember I have Warcaster.
Oh, nice. That's a 16 and a 14.
The 16 hits.
Okay. That is 8 points of damage.
That's a beefy hand axe.
She has a additional damage that she's doing as a duelist.
Okay, so now let me roll my Constitution save at advantage because Warcaster.
Yep.
That's a natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
22 total.
Okay. Then she is going to action surge. She doesn't have any more hand axes. She's going to
just chuck a sword at me.
She's going to use her action to dash. And she's going to she's going to dash around to where Victor is at. And she is going to this is her best play. She's just going to take the ball from Victor, seeing that he is paralyzed and it'd be very easy to take the ball from him. That will end her turn. So back to you guys.
She is very hurt and has the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, part of me is kind of up to the idea of just like incapacitating the team.
Stranger would not do that, so if you want to incapacitate her, you can take that.
I think, like, to be honest, like, if I'm playing Tugless as chaotic, as chaotic neutral, he's just gonna be like, "This is how we win. This is how we win."
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna do Sacred Flame I'm gonna do Sacred Flame.
Okay.
On Aha.
Yeah. So she'll make a dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's a 4, so she fails.
Yeah. 2d8. So she takes 9 radiant.
Okay. She is unconscious. So she collapses with the ball in hand.
Like I kind of imagine Stranger just being like in like shock, just like, how could you do that? I'm like, what? We're winning.
So as Tugus calls down this pillar of flame and Aha collapses to the ground, I think Rufoa can't do anything. So Stranger, it's your turn.
Okay. She just kind of like stares at Tugless for a second, like what the hell? And then okay. I guess she will take the ball.
Okay.
Okay.
Which, if you take the ball in right now, that's just going to reset. That we're just going to reset the field because you guys don't have any attackers on your side.
Okay, so here's what Stranger does.
Here's what I'm interested in seeing. Instead of just resetting, we're just going to continue play, and you guys can cross the field and score. Instead of setting this up as attackers and defenders, we're just not really. Now that you have the ball, your team can attack. Let's just do it that way.
Okay. So Stranger looks at Tugless, looks at Aha, looks at Victor, then looks at the ball, and just like reaches down and grabs it. And then if I start running, how far can I get?
You have 30 feet of movement?
Yeah.
Isn't your speed only 5 as your tree form?
Ooh, yes. Get action, revert out of tree form.
Okay, so back to normal size.
Yeah.
I'll get there eventually.
Yeah, you drop out of your tree form, your roots retract back from the sand, and yeah, so you pick up the ball. You can make it with your normal movement speed to halfway across your field of play.
Okay. We're gonna go over there then. Wait, I haven't used my action yet, have I? Because like picking up the ball is interacting with the object.
Yes, you have. Yes, it's interacting with object. No, you have not used your action.
Okay. I'll dash with my action.
Okay. And you can dash to the other side of the field.
I'm gonna go this way.
Okay.
Now remember, we can only cross on the same turn as you cross.
Oh, you're right. Okay, I will. Then I want to get just right up to the line, like over here.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll do that. Oh, I can move the ball. Okay.
It's like the scene in Phantom Menace when Darth Maul's on one side of the barrier and Obi-Wan's on the other, and so we just have Stranger there with the ball and Rufoa on the other, can't do anything. It also is even more goofy because there's no actual barrier, it's just a line in the sand that everyone knows they're not supposed to cross, and he's being a good sport and not trying to cheat.
Wait, I'm gonna look back at Treffy and I'm going to like flap my arms as if to like say like fly.
Now we're in Angels in the Outfield.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah. I'll let you know that if I cast fly, it's concentration, so hold person would drop.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things that it's like, depending on what we want to do, I could run up with Stranger while you're taking care of our friend Victor.
Yeah, that's probably the best bet. I'll keep Victor contained while you two go score.
Yeah, because if I can cross over at the same time Stranger does, I can kind of help run defense for her.
Yep.
Okay, So that's the end of Stranger's turn, though. So it's going to be the other team's move as we go into the next round. Which I've completely lost track of the round tracker, I think. But it's all good. So the start of the round. Ooh. Yeah, I think the best move here is Rafoa realizes that he does not want to make it easy for you to get across. So he's going to use 25 feet movement to get to about here. And he is going to... Where's his character sheet? Yeah. Fuck off. He is going to cast a spell.
I wonder what it could be.
We're going to make a check. What's your passive perception?
16.
16. Okay. So you do notice this. You see little barbs begin to poke up through the sand on the other side of the field from where you're standing.
Remember,
Okay.
the dirt barricades are just ramps from our side, so you can just run up them and over.
And the spikes, they're in like the kind of the same area that like I planted
Yeah,
mine.
yeah, pretty much.
Copycat.
Yeah, very much. That's gonna be all he can do right now. Okay. End of his turn. Back to you guys.
Go, Douglas, go!
So yeah, I'm going to move up to Stranger.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast on Stranger Resistance.
Okay.
Just to, like, just kind of keeping in, kind of with this. I think, like, Douglas hasn't seen the spikes, but just knows any advantage that's going to help, our ball carrier over is going to be useful. So just going to do that, and that's going to be my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That is your turn. I'm going to have Victor go next because Aha's turn's not going to be very exciting. And he's just going to make a save at the end of his turn.
Yep.
That's an 18.
He breaks free.
So he succeeds and is free, but that is the end of his turn. So there's nothing else that he can do currently. All right. Who hasn't gone yet? Treffy.
Me and Stranger in this go around, because Stranger was last turn.
Oh, I thought I was first. Was I last? Oh, wait.
Yeah, you were last on the last turn.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So with Victor breaking free, actually, I think you hear from back behind you, Jeff going, Stranger, I'm going with your plan. And Treffy's going to cast Fly on himself and zoom on up. And if you are willing, get the ball from you and carry it over.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, I don't want to take the barrier with me.
Wait. As like she hands you off the ball, she says, "Don't fall in that area. He did what I did with the spikes."
Got it. As Treffy continues to fly like 2 feet above the ground.
Okay.
So yeah, I think I have just enough to get over the line.
Perfect. All right. Now, that's the last... No, Stranger still has her turn. That's right.
Correct.
Okay. So, Tuggles will not be able to cross over, though.
Well, he's got
Alright,
an angry Victor on our
All
side
right,
now.
that's fine with me. I mean, I think as long as one of us is dealing with with the team. I think it'll be fine.
Okay. That will be the end of Treffy's turn. So Ah is just gonna make a death save. It's not really death save. We're calling it a recovery save for the purposes of this game. That oh man, it's a 19, so close. All right, that's all she's got. So Stranger, you're the only one that is left.
Okay. I'm going to kind of like go around, kind of like through like the ramps on our side to like avoid the spikes.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess first thing I'll do is I'll pelt Rafoa with some arrows
Okay.
as I do. 15 and 21.
I think those both. No, 15 misses, 21 hits.
Okay. It's going to be 14 piercing.
Okay, I'll make a concentration check. He fails, so the spike growth is gone.
Okay. And I will continue running like straight forward. Would I be able to get like kind of here?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's all then.
Okay. So that is your turn. This is a tough one. I think this is what Rafoa is going to do. Seeing the two of you on his side of the field, he doesn't have a lot of options. So he is going to. Oh no, wait. Are we at the? That was the last turn of this round. So yeah, it's a reset. So it's back to their turn. Just making sure we were right. You said you were hovering 2 feet off the ground, Treffy?
Yeah.
Okay. It's debating whether an entangle would be able to get you, but I think 2 feet off the ground is close enough.
Sure.
So now Treffy is like floating at the same height as like Douglas.
Yeah,
like,
pretty much.
I'm just imagining like how goofy that looks.
Mm-hmm.
So he is going to kind of pivot. Wait, what's the range on this? Oh, 90 feet. Yeah, he's going to go back here, and he is going to create a entangle between Stranger and Treffy. So I need the two of you to make strength saving throws.
Okay. I have resistance. Right.
Oh,
Yep. So you get
Yes, you do.
1d4 to your roll.
you do.
I am not gonna do very good at this roll.
Add the d4.
Yeah, that's a 2.
That's a 15.
15 succeeds, 2 does not. So, Treffy, you are restrained in the entangle.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Good to know.
That is going to end Rafoa's turn.
Okay. All right. So you may need to come back and grab the ball from me because
I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I'll go back. I'll grab the ball from Treffy.
It is difficult terrain between the two of you.
I get to avoid difficult terrain.
That's right, because you are a ranger. Okay, never mind then. Yeah, you just kind of glide across it.
Okay. How much of my movement do I have left?
To get to Treffy, I'm saying 20 feet. It takes 20 feet to get to Treffy, so you have 10 feet after you reach him.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to bonus action hidden step. Wait. Never mind. I don't have that back. Never mind. Okay. I thought I had it back, but then I realized I took health instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've had that like 20 times during the course of this encounter because I'm realizing they all took health back instead. I was like, oh no, they didn't get that back.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take the ball. Then with my action, I'm going to cast Jump on myself.
Okay. Okay, so your jump distance is triple until the spell ends.
Yeah, and I have like a jump calculator up that says I can long jump 42 feet with a running start.
That sounds about right.
Okay, I'm going to take it.
I just realized that Victor would be able to go 75 feet with a running start. Just straight across the field. You sure you don't want to cast it on Victor?
I'm saving it for Alessa.
Yeah, oh my god, that would be so nuts.
Okay, and I can't attack this turn with the Thunderball, right? Because I cast Jump on myself.
Yeah, because that was your action.
Okay, so I'll take the ball, then... Okay, I have 10... Okay, how does jumping work? Because I know you did those, Victor. Is it like part of the action, or...
No, it's not. It's your movement. So
separate?
as long as you run 10 feet beforehand, you can jump that additional distance.
Okay, so I have 10 feet left, so I'll run the 10 feet and then I'll jump the 40 feet.
Okay. The only thing is that your jump, it counts as part of your movement. So if you're jumping further than you can run, you're not going to land until your next turn. Your movement continues. So you can't just
wait, no, that's perfect. So I'll be like midair.
Yeah.
No, that's perfect.
Yeah, because otherwise everyone would just jump at the end of every turn and just like continue to like, I run 30 feet and then I jump another 20 and I get to move 60 feet that round. So you move your additional 10 feet and then you begin the jump. And so you will essentially at the beginning of your next turn will be the jump.
Yes. Okay. So okay. Yeah. I want to slam dunk it. That'll be perfect. Okay. We're good.
Perfect. That will be your turn. Victor is going to go then. So he's alone. Aha's on the ground, looks down at her briefly, sees she's doing okay. And he is going to run 30 feet here. And then he is going to use his action to dash. Yeah. His action to dash. He's going to use this nice little ramp he made. And so he'll come leaping off the ramp and is going to land just right here next to Treffy.
Oh no, I can't do anything.
So that's gonna be, yeah, it does a cool kick flip as he jumps over the ramp. Okay, that's gonna end his turn. Who hasn't gone yet?
I haven't gone, but I can't cross over, can I?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I mean, I'm trying to think of what I could even do. Like, do I just go over and stand over Aha's body and just go, what? What?
I guess you could set up in case they get the ball back and come back charging back to attack.
Yeah, I think the only thing I could do, I'm gonna get right to the line and I'm just gonna cast the Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
And just have that procced and up just in case they somehow get it back and they have to come back through.
Sure.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. It's the Anatogus' turn. Aha will make a recovery saving throw. 16. She's doing really well on these saves, just not well enough. Okay, that's the end of hers. Has everyone on your side gone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so new round. Oh, and they get to go first, right? Because they did first this turn. It's been so long.
Should. Though now I'm wondering why Aha went after Tugless there.
Yeah, we got
Something
off
probably got confused
at some point. Well, because Treffy, you crossed. Yeah, we got confused at some point. Oh no, wait. Did Victor save at the beginning of the round? Maybe Victor shouldn't. Maybe Victor took an extra turn. Because he shouldn't. That should have been Aha's turn that he took. Because Victor took the second turn. That was my fault.
Okay.
Victor should not have gone yet. Because he saved earlier that round.
Gotcha.
Now it's the start of the round. Now Victor takes his turn and he does the sick kickflip coming off of the ramp.
Does he pass through Spirit Guardians at all, or?
No, he'd very much avoid that.
Yeah.
He does not want to go that way. He says this, oh, not there, and just keeps running.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. So your guys' turn.
Okay.
So Treffy, you are restrained.
Yeah.
Stranger, you have the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Should I just try to score at this point, guys?
Well, so probably how bad does Rafoa look? I can't see his health.
Oh, you can't see his health? Did I not? He's at like half-ish, a little bit more than half.
I don't think I'm going to be able to knock him down all the way with my attacks at disadvantage. So, yeah, you are probably better off just trying to score, and then I'll be able to maybe do something if that goes south.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I guess I'll take my turn, and I will continue my 40-foot jump.
Yeah, you go sailing through the air.
Can I try to slam dunk?
You can, yeah. With that jump distance, you're sailing over when you hit the 30 feet. So you go slamming down. He will try to block. AC of the pedestal is going to be 13 because he's a tiny boy. So go ahead and make your
natural one.
Jump too good.
Jumped way too good. You just go sailing over. I love this badass attack you're about to make, and then just slamming into the sand on the far side.
Oh my god.
You do have a second attack, I guess.
Can I just make that attack?
Yeah, you can make that attack.
Okay, for my dignity. An 11!
Oh.
Yeah, so the second one, you do hit Rafoa, though, with the second strike. As he pivots around, you just poof, like peg him in the forehead with the second attack. Roll a d8 plus your dexterity.
12.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's higher than both my attack rolls.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think he got this like a little bit of blood running off his forehead as the ball just slams into his head. That was a comedy of errors. I love it. So ball's still in play. So Stranger, you're all the way. Yeah, you end up like over here on the ground. Ball here. Rafo is just kind of like pivoted over here as part of his reaction. Okay. I guess it's my turn now. Well, shoot. I guess Rafoa could... Yeah, he's the only one that can go. What can he do to get the ball from you? I guess we could just do a contested athletics check between the two of you. I'm sure that'll go really well for him.
Oh, he needs to make a concentration check on Entangle, right?
Oh, he does.
He took damage?
He did take damage. That's a good point. That's an 11, so he just makes it. Yeah. He doesn't want to drop that spell.
Yeah, Trevor's just like straining against the ropes, zipping this way and that.
Yeah, he doesn't really have anything else good that he could do. Oh, no. Okay. No, he's got something. This is going to take this out of Treffy's book. He is going to instead make an attack roll against the orb, the arc sphere, with a thorn whip to try to pull it towards him. So he is going to have disadvantage on it, and the AC is going to be based on your AC, stranger. So with disadvantage, that's a 10. So I don't think that hits it.
I'm glad he wasn't able to take it that easily.
Yeah. So Thornwhite cracks out, but just strikes the sand, sends up a cloud of sand in front of you, but no other effect. Darn, that would have been cool. He would have been the MVP. That's the end of his turn.
Yeah. So then I guess for my turn, let me see something. Yeah, I would like for Rafoa to make a Dex saving throw as I cast Sacred Flame at him.
Okay.
So that's not affected by me being restrained.
No, it is not. Dexterity saving throw. So 22.
That succeeds.
He's a Dexy boy.
Yeah.
Okay. 20. So he succeeds, leaps out of the way as the. He's just a one-man army over here trying to stay on his feet, keep this game alive. Doesn't want to repeat it last time.
And then I think that's it because I have to use my action to break out of Entangle, right?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
All right.
You got it, stranger! Trying to gnaw through one of the vines.
Tuglas just hanging out on your side of the field.
Yeah, I can't do much else. I think every now and then I kind of look back at just like, okay, not yet. Like,
I didn't make a check for her this round. I don't think yet.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and make. This will be her. Her turn would have happened before yours. Let's just see if she's dying. Oh, that's a 3, so that's a fail. 2 successes, 1 fail. Okay. Yeah, looking around. So that's the start of the next round. I think Victor is gonna go first. No, Rafo's gonna go. Nope, Victor's gonna go first. He just goes running past Treffy.
Okay, I'm gonna use Warcaster to attack of opportunity him.
Go for it.
Casting time of 1 action must target only that creature. So if I do Eldritch Blast, do I still get both blasts off?
I think so.
Although,
So he'd be like right here.
Yeah, I'm just thinking because anything that's an attack roll is going to be at disadvantage. Yeah, this is still going to be a better bet than trying to Sacred Flame him. So let's not use that D20 because it got garbage. Okay, those are both 12s for a 19 to hit.
The hit.
So he is going to take 10 points of force damage. You gotta yank him back 10 feet.
I mean, he's 5 feet. I mean, he is right next to you right now, so you can't really pull him any closer. He just kind of like hugs up against you.
Yeah. And then the second blast.
How much damage did you say?
10 force damage.
Okay.
And then that's going to be a 13.
That'll still hit because he's not armored.
Okay. For 6 more force damage.
Okay.
And I can't pull him again. And pushing him is not going to help much, so.
You sure? Don't want to push him?
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to continue his run. It's about there, and then uses action to dash to get up next to the pedestal to help out Rafoa. That ends his turn. So either Stranger or Treffy.
Do you have anything, Treffy?
So let's see. I'm not within. I wouldn't be able to hit them with the 30-foot cone, right?
From where you're at, no.
Do you still fly up?
Yeah, I still have fly up, but I'm restrained right now.
Right.
So instead, this would be better if Victor hadn't just gone, but I'm still Yeah, I want Rafoa to make me a wisdom save, please, even though he's a druid and probably good at them,
Okay.
as I'm trying to do Crown of Madness on him.
19.
Yeah, that saves. Okay, I dropped my 2 feet to the floor, and it's just like, oh.
Oh, sad. All right. That will end Trevi's turn. Rafoa is going to go. He is really low on action, low on options because he really wants to keep Trevi bound over there. He's going to do another Thorn Whip to try to take that ball away from you, stranger. I just don't know if he'd be better off just trying to go for the athletics check. Hold on to see how. Actually, you know what? No, he's going for the contested athletics check. I forgot he has proficiency in athletics, so we're going to try that. We're going to see how this works. I don't know how strong you are. But you're
Not
stronger
very.
than him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm 11.
That's going to be for because he's only got a +4, but he might roll better. That's a 15. So he strips the ball. So he takes the ball from you and is just going to start running to the other side of the field. Yeah, that's gonna be it.
Okay.
So stranger,
So I
it's your
guess,
turn.
yeah. Let's see. Jump lasts a minute, so
Yeah.
okay. Okay, hold on.
Are you gonna like jump on Rafoa? Like
Yeah. Okay.
just straight up tackle him?
So without a running start, my long jump is 21 feet. Could I like jump up and like land on him and try to like take the ball?
Okay, you're also going to try to strip the ball from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. You leap up, just silently hanging in the air above him, and then descending down like Batman, trying to tackle him and take the ball. I'll do another contested athletics check. That's a 9 from him.
16.
All right, you strip the ball. Oh man! So you just land on top and rip the ball back out of his hands as he kind of tumbles to the ground.
Okay. So do I have 10 feet of movement left?
Yeah, you have whatever the differential of your movement would be. That is your action to strip the ball, though. So that.
Okay. So I guess I will run 10 feet forward and then jump again. Ending my turn.
Okay, so jumping at the pedestal one more time. Okay. All right, that ends everybody on that side of the field's turn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Aha make a save. That's a 5, so we're at 2 and 2. That will so Tagos, you can do something if you want to, but
I mean, at this point, about the only thing I could think to do as I'm just kind of standing there is just like, I don't know why I had this idea of just like to ready a cantrip with Ray of Frost as soon as like Aha gets up, just like no. But no, that's kind of cruel, and I don't want to waste readying a turn to do that. So I'm just gonna be hanging where I am.
Okay. All right. Start of their round now. Start of the next round. This is getting wild. Victor. See, stranger, you've got the ball. You're jumping at the pedestal. He's gonna pivot around here. And he's just gonna attack you as you're running at the pedestal. I guess you could do that, or you could strip the ball, and I just don't want to do the same thing 3 times. No, actually, this is probably funnier. He's gonna try to strip the ball from you. He doesn't want to hurt you. He doesn't want to hurt anybody. He's just having fun playing the game. So athletic
20.
Damn, he rolled a 19. So tries to grab the ball from you, but as you're leaping through the air, you just you hold on to it, tuck it in as you're leaping towards the pedestal. Yeah, because that's his action to do that. So there's not anything else that he can do. He's just gonna stay there and ready to defend. All right, one of you can go. So either Stranger can continue and see if her strike hits, or if you want to try something, Treffy, to set her up, you can do that.
I'm down to just cantrips. No, I think I'll let Stranger go first before Rafoa can maneuver.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So I guess I'm going to try to slam dunk part 2.
Okay, leaping over the pedestal. Victor is now standing in your way, a normal human man. So that's a 15 AC
Okay.
on the pedestal.
First attack. 15.
15. Okay. With that, you leap over. Victor throws a hand up to try to block, and you sort of do a double clutch in the air and then slam it down. And there's that crack of it hitting the pedestal, as then you kind of somersault over the top of it, landing in the sand again, this time having been successful. And Coach Yuri blows the whistle, and the game is over.
I now just imagine like Douglas just kind of like finally, and just like hits the ground and like is shooting like spirit guardian lasers up into the air wildly.
I feel strange about this victory.
I mean, it worked. You did have to knock one of them out, but that's within the realm of the game. Which I'll make one more for her. Well, no, I'm not going to worry about it.
I cast Spare the Dying.
Okay, yeah. Tuggles walks up and spares the dying on her, so she doesn't. I mean, so she is stabilized, and Rafoa will do some healing to get her back up and running. So now the Nevertide Nightmares are sort of collapsed on one side, on their side of the field, breathing heavily, kind of bruised and bloodied, but smiling from the thrilling competition that you just had. Your coach comes over and starts giving you some pointers and some kudos.
What does he say about my jumping?
he says, well, you got it right the second time. That's about it. And Victor comes up and says, that was a good match. The thing you did with the pointing at you, Treffy, the thing you did with the head, and it's I hate that stuff.
Yeah, so far it hasn't really worked out, and I feel a little bad doing it, but also I want to win.
I usually have someone on our team. We've got someone that kind of helps a little bit with that, because I'm not so good with the magic stuff, so that tends to help me a bit. Y'all have a pretty solid team here. Is it just the three of you?
You haven't even seen the half of us yet. Literally, we're missing half our team.
Oh, it's a six.
Yeah, one's a weird dragon bird, the other's a centaur, and then we have a paladin.
She's real nice, but she gets really intense in the games. I guess we all do.
I can see that. You got some unconventional strategies, so I'm looking forward to if our teams ever get to play each other.
Oh, which team are you a part of?
I play in Karot. The Hellfire.
That's like, is that the top team
That's
or just
the
one?
top team.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm kind of like, I feel like I should know this.
I'm sorry if I didn't tell you right away, but some people tend to make a big deal out of it. Name's Victor Volden, team captain for the Karot Hellfire.
Oh.
I'm actually in town visiting a friend of mine. Heard that the Grey Coast Griffins had quite a showing last week with the was it the Nightmares? And you've got a match against the Reef Hunters in a couple weeks.
We do.
Yeah.
We're interested in seeing that. Not many lower ranked teams end up climbing the rankings. I always root for the underdogs.
Does that mean when we face you, you're gonna be rooting for us?
Not a chance.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyway, I don't suppose my friend happens to be a member of your team. You know Ursa?
Yeah, that's her. She's feeling under the weather right now.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
That would explain why she didn't show for our meeting. I'll, well, just leave a message that when she's up and running that Victor came to talk to her.
You got it.
Anyway, it was good playing with you. I appreciate a little bit of a warm-up. I've been traveling for a few weeks now, so I haven't had a chance to stay in shape. So I'll head on my way and let you get back to your practice.
I'm sure we'll probably be getting drinks with the Nightmares at the insert name of tavern in Grey Coast here.
Yeah.
You guys gotta come with the tavern name. That's not me.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Go figure it out.
Right. Well, maybe I'll see you there then.
All right.
And with that, he slings his bag over his shoulder and heads back up the cliff to the town. And unless there's anything else anybody wants to do or say, that's where we'll go ahead and end our session here today. Good game, guys. Y'all held your own.
Yeah.
Just the 3 squishies.
Yeah.
Did you think we were going to win that last match when Victor came in?
No, I thought there was a good chance that, I mean, you guys, it's been tough on defense, but you guys had a really good strategy. I don't know. It could have gone either way.
Yeah.
Victor's not the strongest on his own. So that that was really good.
Okay.
But yeah, awesome. So we will pick this up again in 2 weeks. Unfortunately, we're missing our next session. But hopefully, fingers crossed, everyone will be here for our next session on the was that the 14th of March, and you guys will be going up against the Call Rock Reef Hunters in your first big game, and get to see how that shakes out. In the meantime, thank you everyone out there for watching this, whether you're watching it live or on VODs or on YouTube later. We've got a bunch of shows coming up over that we do on this channel besides this one. We have on Sunday tomorrow, we will have the next session of Slang 101, barring any issues if Savannah is able to recover. And then on alternating Sundays from that, we do a Pathfinder game called The Pursuit of the Black Kestrel, which I run. And then I don't think we have anything this week, but come back in a couple of Thursdays on the, what did I say before, the 19th. We'll be coming back with All Myths Are True. We're playing Tales from the Loop. And I think that's it. Anything else before we get going? No? Well, good game, guys. Thank you for being here and playing with me. Thank you, everyone out there, for watching. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.
Good night, Internet.